There will be no quick video editing or flashy edits here, only useful practical information. And remember, the last point that we will consider is the most important. Enjoy the video. If you are deciding between gold and silver, stay with this video until the end, because the final comparison will make the choice much clearer. Both metals have been used as stores of value for centuries, and both still attract investors in the United States today. But they behave very differently, and that difference matters a lot if you want to choose the better investment for your goals. Gold is usually seen as the more stable and more trusted precious metal. People often buy it when they want protection, safety, and a place to park wealth during uncertain times. Silver, on the other hand, is often more volatile and more closely tied to industrial demand. That means silver can move faster, both up and down, depending on the economy and market sentiment. If you want something that feels more defensive, gold usually has the stronger reputation. If you want something with more price movement and more upside potential, silver can be more exciting. One of the biggest differences between gold and silver is how the market uses them. Gold is mostly valued for its role as a monetary asset and a store of wealth. Silver has that same historical role, but it is also used in electronics, solar panels, medical products, and other industrial applications. Because of that, silver can benefit when industrial activity is strong. But it can also suffer when economic growth slows and demand weakens. Gold is less dependent on industrial demand, which is one reason it is often viewed as the safer choice. Another important difference is price behavior. Silver is much cheaper per ounce than gold, which makes it feel more accessible to many beginner investors. That lower price, however, does not automatically mean it is the better value. Silver usually moves more sharply than gold, so a small change in market conditions can create a big price swing. That volatility can be a benefit if the price rises, but it can also create bigger losses if the market turns against you. Gold generally moves more slowly and steadily, which can make it easier for long-term investors to hold through rough markets. Another way to think about it is that gold is often the calmer asset, while silver is the more dramatic one. During inflation, market stress, or geopolitical fear, gold tends to get more attention as a safe haven asset. Silver may also rise in those environments, but it often reacts more erratically because it has both investment and industrial demand. If you are trying to protect wealth, gold usually has the edge. If you are trying to speculate on a larger move, silver may offer more room to run. Cost is another factor many people consider. Since silver is cheaper, you can buy more ounces for the same amount of money. That can make silver feel more rewarding if you like owning a larger physical amount. But owning more ounces does not automatically mean owning more quality or better protection. In practice, the better investment depends on what you want the metal to do in your portfolio. If you want stability, gold is usually the stronger candidate. If you want a higher risk, higher volatility play with a chance of bigger percentage gains, silver may be more appealing. Many investors actually use both instead of choosing only one. Gold can serve as the anchor, while silver can provide extra upside if conditions are right. That approach can give you a more balanced exposure to precious metals overall. Another thing to remember is that neither metal produces income. Unlike stocks or dividend investments, gold and silver do not pay you cash flow just for holding them. That means your return comes mostly from price appreciation. Because of that, timing and entry price matter more than many beginners realize. So which is the better investment? If your goal is long-term wealth preservation and lower volatility, gold is usually the better choice. If your goal is to chase a bigger move and you can handle more risk, silver may be the more interesting option. The smartest answer is not always one metal over the other. It is understanding what role each one plays and choosing based on your financial strategy. If you watched until the end, you now know that gold and silver are not competing in the same exact way, and the better investment depends on whether you value safety, upside, or a mix of both.